when I see very many parents celebrating fours, useless fours. What is in a P7 certificate to waste all your time? What is in a P7? For example, and I've proposed this even to the president, P7 exams, useless. They're in the middle of a system, which is a basic education system. It starts from nursery to senior 4. Why the hell do you have a high-stake terminal exam at the age of 12, and then you call my child stupid? For God's sake, who is stupid? It is the system and the teacher, not the child, for God's sake. So we need to make a lot of changes in our system that are not very easy to make. When we speak about this, they say that Kaman is like a mad guy. I'm not mad. I think in a logical way. P7 should be like P2. I continue with a summative exam. I go to senior 1, senior. When I'm old enough, test me with army men around me and a gun, with a chair alone, as if in the world I'm going to sit on the chair alone. I'm going to come here and the chief executive is going to request me to work in teams. But the exam is forcing me to work alone. And then we come and say, kids of these days. No, it's probably the parents of these days. Now, on the other side, the fundamental problem, as these numbers grow, we have to look for where the problem is. Unfortunately, for many economists, we discuss symptoms. Debt, GDP, whatever. All those are symptoms, for God's sake. Can debt be a problem when you grow? That's why we are telling you grow faster, such that debt is not. But you like discussing symptoms, growth, GDP, and all those. I'm not that kind of economist. I'm a crazy one. So we now must look for where do the governments don't create jobs. When Muvala leaves as a chief executive, it is simply a replacement. It's not a new job. Startups create jobs. These big factories we are giving power at a cheaper cost don't create. They're already at scale. It is startups. And what is the fundamental problem? You're delivering them at a very high rate, and they're also dying at a very... That's what this country needs to address. So now our KPI for the Ministry of Trade and everybody has now moved. We are saying survival.